Hi students, 12th Standard Accountancy, Chapter-3, Illustration-2. From the following information, prepare capital account of partners Shanti and Sumati when their capital are fixed. Listen, Shanti and Sumati both are partners. Okay, so what they asked, we are going to prepare the capital, fixed capital account. Okay, so partners capital accounts are classified into two types. What are they? They are fixed capital method and the fluctuating capital method. Okay, so if you take fixed capital method, the fixed capital method are classified into two categories. What are they? Partners. So if they ask prepare the fixed capital account, we have to prepare partners cap. It is classified into fixed capital accounts are classified into two methods. There are partners capital account and partners current account. In partners capital account, you should enter only partners capital accounts only here. Okay, so listen, what is the format for the partners capital account? It's like a ledger account. On left hand side, date particulars, and amount column you have to write partners name. Here they have given Shanti and Sumati, two partners. Okay, for example, A and B both are partners. And credit side, right hand side, creditor, date particulars and name of the two partners. Okay, this is the format of the partners capital account. And on credit side you should write the partners capital account. Listen, say for example, how will you pass the journal entry for the contribution of the capital, that is cash account debtor to partners capital account. Say for example, A's capital account. Okay, A's capital account. So how will you post the capital account on ledger account? Where is capital account? Capital account is on credit side, right? So you go to ledger account and the heading is A's capital account. Okay, under this heading, where is capital account? Capital account is on credit side. So you go to credit side of the ledger account, you have to write the opposite account on credit side. What is the opposite account? Cash account. So on credit side you have to write by cash account. Okay, so this is the format of the capital account for journal and ledger. Okay, for here, for capital for partners capital account, how will you write here? You have to write on credit side, same side, on credit side, by balance brought down. Why you have to write by balance brought down? Why? Because the partners introduced original amount of capital into the business. Okay, so whenever you introduced original, this is the which means opening balance of the opening capital. So opening capital, how will you write opening balance? Balance brought down, right? On credit side, where is capital account? On journal it is on credit side. So on ledger account you go to credit side, you have to write by balance brought down, because this is the opening balance of introduced original amount of the capital introduced by the partners into the business. So you have to write by balance brought down on credit side. Okay, then whenever the any partners introduced additional capital during the year, then you have to write on the same side, on credit side you have to write by cash account or by bank account. Within the bracket you have to write, you should write additional capital introduced, because okay, so these two accounts will only is to be appear on credit side of the capital partners capital account. Okay, on debit side, if the partners withdrawn cash from the capital, then that withdraw amount only you should, if they withdraw cash from the capital, you have to write on debit side two cash account or two bank account on debit side of the partners capital account. Within the bracket you have to write permanent withdrawal of capital. That's all. These three entries only will be appear on partners capital account, that is opening balance of the opening original amount of capital introduced introduced by the partners of the business and additional capital introduced, you should enter it on credit side. On debit side, whenever partner withdraw cash from the capital, you have to write to cash or to bank account. This is the format for the partners capital account. And the second one is partners current account. Under the fixed capital method, the second one is we have to write partners current account. What is the format? The same format like ledger account, like partners capital account. You have to write the same format for the partners current account. Listen, on credit side, if the partners, if they given the current account, opening balance of the current account they have given on credit side, you have to enter it on credit side. If they given the opening balance of the current account on debtor, you should enter it on debit side. Listen here, the opening balance may be either credit balance or debit balance for the partner. Okay, so this is the opening balance of the current account. This is the opening balance of the current account. If they given on credited, you have to enter the opening balance of the current account on credit side. If they given on debtor, opening balance of the current account, you should enter it on debit side. That's all. And on credit side, the other accounts will appear on interest on capital, salary, commission, profit. If they get profit, you should write on credit side. By profit and loss account appropriation, within the bracket you should write share of profit. Okay, on debit side only appear drawings, interest on drawings, and 3 entries only will appear on debit side of the partners current account. What are the current drawings? Interest on drawings. If they get loss, you have to write to profit or loss appropriation within the bracket share of loss. Okay, that's all. 3 entries only will appear on debit side. Okay, do you understand? And the current account, capital account balances always appears on the credit balance. According to the partners capital current account, the balance will be appears always on credit balance. But on partners current account, balance either may be credit balance or debit balance. Okay, let's go for the illustration 2. So according to the format, we will do the sum. Capital on 1st January 2018. This is the opening. This is the original capital introduced by the partners of the firm. Okay, so you have to enter it on capital account on credit side. Then current account, it should be go to current opening balance of the current account. They have given here credit, so you have to enter it by balance brought down on credit side of the current account. Okay, then additional capital introduced, it to be entered on capital account, partners capital account credit side. Then drawings during the year will be appear on current account debit side of the current account. Then interest on drawings also debit side of the current account. Share of profit, if they given profit, it should be entered it on current account credit side. Interest on capital will be appear on current account credit side. Salary current account credit side. Commission current account credit side. First we have to, according to the fixed capital format, you should first write partners capital account. So you know the format like the ledger account. Okay, on left hand side date particulars, 2 partners names are given here. So you have to create 2 partners name. On right hand side creditor date particulars, 2 partners name you have to write here. Okay, so partners under the heading of partners capital account, opening balance of the capital on 1st January 2018. This is the opening balance of the original amount introduced during the year by the partners. Shanti 1 lakh rupees, 80,000 rupees by Sumati. So you have to write by balance dated on 28 January 1, by balance brought down Shanti 1 lakh rupees, 80,000 Sumati entered. Then additional capital introduced during the year 1st June 2018 by Shanti 10,000, by Sumati 20,000 rupees. And so as per the format, June you have to write dated on June 1 by bank account, by for Shanti 10,000 rupees and by for Sumati 20,000 rupees entered. Within the bracket you should write additional capital. Okay, then there is no drawings, so you have to close the capital account. So the total is 1,10,000 rupees for Shanti's, and Sumadi's capital is 1 lakh rupees. Then you have to carry it like ledger account, you have to carry it to on lesser side. On that means debtor side 2018 at the end of the year accounting period is December 31. Closing balance, to closing balance 1,10,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees entered. Then this amount is to be brought into the opposite side. You have to enter it on below the total 1,10,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees. Again this you have to write the next day of the accounting period. What is the next day of the accounting period? From 2018 December 31, the next day is 2019 January 1. This is the next accounting period. You have to write by balance brought down. This is the opening balance of the next accounting period is Shanti's amount is 1,10,000 rupees opening balance, and Sumadi is 1 lakh rupees. So partner's capital account completed. Then you are going to prepare the partner's current account. The same format what you have write in the capital account, the same format you should write for the partner's current account. Okay, so what they given here, partner's current account opening balance of the current account 1st January 2018, they have given here credit. So on credit side, but you have to write by balance brought down 5,000 for Shanti 5,000, Sumadi 3,000 rupees entered. Then we already marked the items what will be appear on credit side current account, what should be appear on debit side current account. So according to that, drawings during the year will be appear on debit side of the current account, interest on drawing also debit side of the current account. Others rest of the items, share of profit, interest on capital, salary, commission will be appear on credit side of the current account. Okay, profit of share of profit you have to write by profit and loss appropriation account 10,000, 8,000 accordingly. So interest on capital 6,300, 5,400, salary Shanti only 9,000, there is no salary for Sumadi, so you have to hyphen here. By commission there is no amount for Shanti, Sumadi only 1,200 rupees. Okay, on debit side drawings 20,000, 13,000 respectively, interest on drawings 500, 300 respectively. Okay, you will get the total on credit side, that is Shanti's total is 30,300, Sumadi total is 17,600 rupees. Okay, so you have to find out the difference. So you have to add this to 20,000 plus 500, 20,500. You have to subtract with 20,500 from 30,300. You will get the difference is 9,800 rupees. Same way you have to add this amount and you have to subtract it from 17,600. You will get the differences, that is 4,300 rupees. Again this is the closing balance of the partner's current account. So you have to write to closing balance, that means by balance to balance carry down. Then these two amount you should be brought it down to the opposite side. You have to enter it on below the total, that is 9,800 and 4,300. Okay, again this you have to write by balance brought down. Okay, do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Take care.